Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Florzak, and today we are going to review today's assignment. In this assignment, we are going to have experience with line spacing, font types, font size, and the center and left align buttons. So here we are. Let me log into John Doe's account. And put in his password. Now I have to go to Google Classroom. Over here, this is the app symbol. Sometimes people call it the Rubik's Cube. Sometimes people call it the cheeseburger. You'll hear different terms from different people. But you could click here, and here you'll see a list of different applications, or apps as they would call it. Here is the More word, which would allow you to see more applications. Sometimes the classroom icon is here, and sometimes it's not. If you can't see the classroom icon, what I like to do is come up over here to the URL or the address bar. If you click in the middle of the words, just like this, everything will turn blue. And any key you touch after this point will wipe out the whole line and just type that letter. So in this case, I want to start to type the word classroom. CLASSROOM. And because I use my computer so much, you'll see that I already have it. So all I need to do is push the Enter key on the keyboard. And that will take me into my classroom. And as you could see, there were a lot of classrooms. I'm going to click in this classroom, which may not be the same as yours. So please don't get confused. Over here is assignment 1. I could click here, or I could click open. And I'm going to create a doc. Sometimes it takes a little while, but when you see it, it's going to come up right here, and you click on this. If you did it correctly, and you did it through Classroom, it should say assignment 1. See, it's the name of the assignment, and it'll have a dash and your name. This is the name of the document. Don't confuse it with the title in the document. It's two different things. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to look at all these different menus up here, these menu options, and I'm going to click Format, because before I start to do anything, I want to format my document a certain way so that it's very easy and goes smoothly. So I'm going to click Format. You'll see a drop-down menu, and I want to click on Line Spacing, and I want this document to be double spaced, so click on Double. I also want to change my font. Most middle school teachers want you to use a font that is good for eyes, and it is for schoolwork type documents. So here we're going to go, if you see how I hovered over that, did you see that? Font. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to look for an option that says Times New Roman. If you don't see it at the top here, then scroll down and you should see it here. Click on it, and you should see Times New Roman appear here. Right next to it is the font size. In middle school and beyond, like college and high school, you will use font size 12. So it's good to get in a habit of doing things the right way. Now, we're going to do something a little different. The first thing we're going to do is type our name. Remember from our last video, to get to the next line, we're going to push enter. Do you see how it puts a different, like an extra space in between John and the cursor? That means the spacing is double spaced. Underneath our name, we're going to type the teacher's name. That would be my name, Mrs. Florzak. I'm going to push enter. I'm going to type the name of the class, which is technology. Technology. I'm going to push the enter key, and I'm going to enter today's date, which is going to look a little different from the way you might write the date in your classroom. Today's date is the 15th day of December in the year 2016. I'm thinking ahead of myself here. The next thing I'm going to do is hit the enter key once, twice. Then I'm going to get my cursor in the middle. I want to get it right in the center. The proper way to do this, boys and girls, is to use the tools up here. You may not see the align buttons, but if you click more, you might see here, left align, center, right align, and justify. In this case, I want to put a title and I want it to be in the center. So I'm going to click the center icon and watch what happens to the cursor. It goes right in the middle. I'm going to type my title. In your case, you're going to have something specific to do in your class. In this example, I'm going to type my title. Remember, boys and girls, titles should have capital letters for each word, unless it's something, a small word like of, or the. Now, I want to push the enter key once, twice, and I want to push the left align button to get my cursor back to the left side of the screen. Now here's the part where I'm going to use the tab key on the computer. Watch what happens. My cursor's right here. I'm going to push the tab key. And then I'm going to begin to type my sentences. This is an essay, about something. Period, space. I'm not sure what I will type right now, comma, space, but I will do my best to enter enough words and sentences to show you how when I type, I should keep typing and get to the next line. Line. Did you see that, boys and girls? Did you see how I kept typing? I never hit the enter key here, push the enter key here. If you keep typing, it goes around and around and around to the next line. That's called word wrap. That's another concept that's really important. This is what you're going to have to do, and this is the format you're going to have to do for this assignment. Your teacher, meaning me, will give you a specific thing to write about. The specific thing will be in your Google Classroom. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you understand all these different concepts. Remember, these are the align buttons. This is the font button. This is the font size button. And don't forget about format, line spacing, and double. Hope that helps.